Exploring family roots in the old Midwest. We had
You
enough.
suck at this. Okay, this right here is what the barn used to look like, and this is what it looks like now. We're basically just showing you what it looks like in the daytime. We're gonna come back tonight to check it out, but we figured you wanna know kind of what it looks like to give you an idea. But this is it. We're gonna go inside later tonight, and we'll tell you more about it then. So I'm out here in Illinois visiting some family and stuff. Right now we are at the cemetery. This is my great-grandmother and her sister. We might come back here later tonight. We'll see. Hello! Introduce yourselves.
I'm Beth Ranke, Harvard, Illinois.
Lars.
My son Lars.
I'm out here visiting family in Illinois. We have a couple stories about this barn. Take it away.
So, when we first purchased this property, my son was only 2. Now you can see our dilapidated barn back there, but it hadn't always looked like that. We were walking through it the first day we were looking at the property. Lars started to talk to someone, and I said, who are you talking to, son? He said, him. And, okay, fine. So we've been at this property now for 15 years. We know there's someone here. Nobody's harmed us yet, so we feel pretty safe. But there has been a lot of other people that have seen our farmer, who typically hangs out right there by the pump house. It used to be an old dairy farm. So you can see him. He's got the farmer's jeans overalls on, and he'll stand usually by the pump house, or he'll walk over by the barn. You can just see him out of the corner of your eye. Sometimes you can see him plain as day. You can see the shape.
And you said people that didn't know about this have told you that there's being.
Yeah. I've had my best friend come over, and she's a scaredy cat, so I didn't tell her anything. She came out on the deck. 30 seconds she went back in the house, and she goes, is there some guy over by the pump house? And I came out and there was nobody there, and I said, what do he look like? And she said, like an old farmer. I said, oh yeah, that's our ghost. She was like, what? There was one day, I thought Lars was upstairs in his bedroom because I kept hearing walking around and doors closing and such, and I called him to ask him to, I don't know, take out the garbage or something, and he's like, Mom, I haven't been home for 2 hours. I said, oh, okay. There's one room in particular that you can't sleep in, you don't care for.
Is it the room I'm staying in?
Yeah.
I knew it. I felt something weird.
Did you really?
I just felt uncomfortable. I liked the other room better.
So when Lars was little, he used to sleep with crosses. I'd have to say prayers with him every night. Just said there were shadows in the corners. He just didn't feel like he was by himself. One night, I was laying in bed. I just kind of felt this, just like a hand down my hair, and I jumped up, and of course there was nobody there, and my bed's up against the wall, so I don't know what it was, but I know what I felt. If I'm working out in the garden, I'll see people standing behind me, and I'll turn around and there's nobody there. Just out of the corner of my eye I can see it. There's an area over here on the deck. When we were unearthing the property when we first bought it, we came across a cobblestone well. No matter what we've tried to do, got boards down here, tried sealing it up, it always sinks right here. Right where the cobblestone well is. I don't know, maybe tonight you guys will come across something.
So there's a cemetery across the street. I have good news and bad news. I don't know which one's good or bad to you. I'm gonna assume the good news is I went to Walmart, called Target, couldn't get a hold of a Ouija board. So that's the good news. Bad news is I made my own. I read a lot of things about they work with energy from the people that are playing with it. If you make it yourself, it somehow connects with your energy. So I'm kind of scared because I'm the one that made it. You were also saying something about him being able to feel stuff.
Yeah. He's seen and heard things as he was growing up that other people don't. So we're kind of thinking maybe he's sensitive.
So if we put that together, you get the idea. We're gonna wait till it gets darker, see what happens. How do we get inside?
Inside the barn?
Yeah.
So this barn was built in the 1850s. It's been standing for 150 years.
Oh God.
You can see.
There's something. What is that?
Oh! It's a bat. If you go a little bit further, you can see there were actually trees. They ran out of wood. down and uses to hold up the barn. I forgot to mention earlier, the original house burnt down to the ground.
God.
Original house burned down to the ground. And they rebuilt, and then that house had a fire. Until we purchased it and rebuilt.
They're so dark. Is there anything else interesting we need to know about this?
Well, he's usually not on this end of the barn. He's usually at the other end of the barn. He walks between the pump house and the other end of the barn.
Okay.
The cows used to be along here.
Ghost cows or real cows?
Real cows. That's where they would put their heads in. Bars over here on the other side. And we put the cow's head in between the bars. And then they closed the bars so the cow couldn't move. And that's where they either slaughtered them or gave them shots. You usually see him right here. And then he'll walk from this area over there to the other side of the barn. He stands here and you can see he's got the jean overalls on. And
So I was telling my friend about that. She was like, are you sure there isn't like a person that it would be a real person?
no,
There's no
because
way.
we don't have any neighbors 40 acres that way, 40 acres that way. It's definitely not that neighbor. It's definitely not the people across the street. But then again, there's a cemetery, so.
She was like, are you sure there's no like homeless farmer
Oh.
or something? I was like, I don't think so.
No. I do feel that he belongs here. Like he maybe died on the property. I don't know, but he belongs here. Because we see him all the time.
All right, this is gonna sound really stupid, but it's a lot darker at night than I thought it was gonna be. I literally can't see anything on the screen. In front of this,
Okay.
are you chickening out?
Don't chicken out.
Well, it's okay. You know.
It's not gonna hurt you.
You just have to show hands down there. Lars can video and I can put my hands.
No. What about you?
I'll play. Yeah.
Oh, Jesse.
Oh, this is not bad. Not bad. So here's the rules. A couple good rules that I found. Never play alone. There's at least 2 of us. I don't think he's gonna do it. While we're playing, never take your hands off the piece. If the board starts communicating any sort of counting down, end the game immediately. This might allow the spirit to escape the board. Be respectful. Do not ask silly questions. Do not use the Ouija board at a cemetery.
Oh.
Before we finish, we apparently can tell them not to follow us home. Do not forget to say goodbye. Are you ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Is there anyone here who wants to communicate with us?
Is there anyone here?
I don't know what else to do.
I don't know either.
Ask about the farmer.
Is the farmer that's seen out by the barn here or able to communicate with us? Oh.
I feel like it's slowly moving towards yes.
I don't know if that's us like breathing. I do feel like it's less like centered than it was before. Is the farmer from the barn here trying to communicate? I can't tell if that's us just
I can't tell either.
because I'm trying like not to lean my arm on anything. One, 2, 3. Is there anyone here who wants to communicate with us? I don't think I'm doing that.
I hope it's not us.
You hope that's not us?
Yeah.
So you hope it's something else?
Yeah. It'd be worth it.
I can't tell because I am like, I don't Good boy.
Why doesn't one of us play it since we're already in the cemetery? We broke one rule.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's a good idea. If you want to volunteer and do it.
I don't know about alone.
It was
But
your
me.
idea. Do you feel something? Is that why you don't feel comfortable doing it?
I feel like it was trying to say yes or no to the questions, but it didn't have enough energy. And then, like, I don't know, just got all confused and stuff.
Why didn't we do it in the barn?
Beth doesn't want us to do it on the property.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Out of ideas.
Me too.
Goodbye. I wish everyone well, and
Stay where you are, and we appreciate your communing with us.
yeah, I guess that's that. Someone want to hold this? Because we're not supposed to keep the board the thing together.
No, that's okay.
It
chicken down.
It was in a cemetery.
What's that?
It was your first time and it was in a cemetery.
Okay.
That's okay.
Jesse, did you do it? Cool.
There was a couple different things I read about disposing of it, and I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I'm really scared. I'm not exactly sure which one's the proper way, so we all agreed we're just gonna throw it away as a whole. So that's what I'm doing. That's it. So we don't know what happened. Maybe we did it wrong. Maybe there was just nobody out there.
The spirits are at peace.
Yeah, he was suggesting maybe everyone was just at peace.
Which is a good thing.
Let me know your thoughts. Maybe we should try with a real board next time. Maybe, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. Ooh, okay, bye. So you literally can't see anything because that's how dark it is in this room. See me, is it too dark?
No, I can see your shadow.
Okay, so this is the room that Lars said. The room he said, so why'd you look over there? Don't do that. This is the room that he said he felt things in and he thought was creepy and doesn't want to stay here. And this is the room I've been staying in. I'm grabbing my stuff and I'm literally moving to the other room. Not that this room is any less creepy right now because they're renovating and nothing is really finished right now, but I ain't staying in that other room.
Never forget you're golden. I will find a light in your soul.